Welcome back, everyone. I have nothing planned for today, so we just clean up my disk. We are not IT guys. We are just ordinary users. We don't know what means what on that file system. So just let's get started. First thing we look if our storage sense is working right. So click on Start, type storage, and we go to storage settings, and my storage sense is set to off. So I want to enable this, and I want to run storage sense every month is fine. Delete my temporary files. Delete files in the recycle bin. They are older than, well, I don't want to keep them along in there. My disk is small, so older than 1 day old, well, let's say older than 14 days old, can be totally deleted. In my downloads folder, I have a lot of stuff. Well, not on this system because it's a test system, but I can show you what happens like on my system. When I look at my downloads folder and just look at the properties, I have almost 50 gigabytes on stuff in here. It just adds up if you download a lot. And it's not just programs downloading. I have to download for work a lot of stuff, a lot of documents and stuff, but I never need them in there. I just forget them to delete. So I want to make sure that's done. So let Storage Sense take care of that stuff. You can run it right away if you want, but as long as it's turned on, we are good to go. So let's go to another option we can do. We all know our disk cleanup, right? I just type disk and I open my disk cleanup right here. So I can do it manual, but I don't want to be bothered. Plus, I forget it all the time. So just let's schedule that. That's our option 2. Remember, we are not IT guys, but we are just know as much so we can be a little dangerous in here. So to get this started, click on your little Windows icon here again, and we need a command prompt. So type CMD, and I like to run this as an administrator, so I right click it and run as administrator. In here, we type the following command. And I'm not going to explain what it does because we don't want to be bothered with that. I just have to remember this number here. I could use any number from 0 to 65,535, and I don't even have to know that. We put 11 in here. Sounds good, right? So we type this, we hit enter, and our disk cleanup settings coming up. Now I want to get rid of everything, want to make sure it's marked everything, because I really don't care of that old stuff, right? I don't care. So we marked every single box here, and we click OK. Now I can explain to you that we just selected everything, we created a registry key, and so on and so on. That's doing all in the background. Like I said, we don't have to know it. So now we gotta schedule that. So we go to the task scheduler. So type task, and it comes up right here. You might have to type more than one letter. I was already there, so I'm gonna run the task scheduler. I also can run this as administrator. just for the fun of it. Now I want to create a new task. Basically, the system should do automatically what I want it to do. And I don't want to put it somewhere in here, so I create a new folder in here, right? So we can create a new folder. So you can go to your actions over here and create a new folder. So in here I type my task, right? So we created a folder here. That's nice. Now we really need to create a task. So I right click on my task folder and I create a basic task. Now it shows up what I call this task. It does really not matter. It's just in case I look back in here that I know what it is. I can call that clean disk or, delete old files. So we know what it's doing. Oops. Then we click next. We want, well, I say I want it done every week. Is it overkill? Maybe it is. Or you can do monthly. So I'm going for weekly because my disk fills up so quick with junk. And I want to run this task once a week, every Friday. And I want to make sure, let's go back. Now it would have run on Friday. And I want to make sure it starts running at 5 p.m. when I'm done with work, right? Or 5:47, whatever. Type a time in there. Now action, start a program. So that's our disk cleanup, what we have to start, right? So we click next, and now we have to look for the program. Click on browse. This puts us right into our Windows System 32 folder, and now we look for that cleanup, the Clean Manager exe here. And we gotta give it the argument so it knows what we have selected. It's all stored in the registry, but in a file and back in the registry and whatever. We don't want to know it, but we need to give it an argument. So we put // and here we put the number 11, what we have selected, or whatever number you used. And that's it. Now we click next. And it tells us here, does it weekly, blah, 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 and what it does. And that's it. We click finish. And there is our task. Now it runs every Friday, 5:47. Now let's just go ahead and run it. So we go to selected items and hit run and see what happens. And it started running. So this will happen now automatically every Friday. Now we can close it down. I'm not gonna get today to the third one, deployment, image servicing, and management tool. That's a mouthful of stuff. We get to it next week, so make sure, like if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you get notified when the next video comes out. And until then, have a great week.